The movie begins with a teenage girl running for her life through a dark forest, her lungs burning as fear drives her forward. Chloe King knows she's being hunted, and every instinct tells her to keep moving. When she reaches the edge of the city, she races up a tall building, hoping height will save her. Instead, she's cornered. A scarred man calmly approaches and, without hesitation, pushes her off the roof, sending her body crashing toward the ground below. Just 2 days earlier, Chloe's life couldn't have been more normal. She's a quiet teenage girl living in San Francisco with her adoptive mother, Meredith, counting down the hours until her 16th birthday. Wanting a taste of excitement, Chloe convinces her best friends Amy and Paul to sneak into a party meant for people over 21. Inside the crowded club, she meets Xavier, a charming stranger who admits he used his older brother's ID to get in. They dance, laugh, exchange numbers, and for the first time, Chloe feels seen. As Chloe leaves the club, she doesn't notice the scarred man watching from a distance, memorizing her face. The next day, while rushing through the city to prepare for her birthday dinner, Chloe narrowly avoids being hit by a skateboarder. Instinctively, she leaps onto a parked car with impossible speed and precision. Shocked by her own strength, she tests herself further, sprinting and jumping across rooftops as if gravity no longer applies to her. Overwhelmed and excited, Chloe tells Amy what happened, but her friend dismisses it as typical Chloe weirdness. During their conversation, Amy casually reveals that she and Paul kissed at the party and decided to start dating. The revelation stings, but Chloe pushes it aside and heads home alone. That's when a homeless man attacks her in the street. Fear triggers something primal, and Chloe lashes out, slashing his face with sharp, claw-like nails before escaping. Shaken by what she's done, Chloe hugs her mother tightly when she gets home. During her birthday dinner, she asks Meredith about her biological parents and her Ukrainian roots, desperate for answers about where she comes from. Meredith admits she knows very little, leaving Chloe feeling more lost than ever. That night, Chloe retreats to her room, staring at her hands, wondering what she's becoming. The next day at work, Amy urges Chloe to call Xavier, but he never answers. Unknown to Chloe, Xavier has already been found lifeless. Later that evening, Chloe senses she's being followed. She runs into the forest, climbs a tower, and once again faces the scarred man. He pushes her off the building, and Chloe slams into the ground headfirst, only to wake up alive, broken but breathing. Injured and terrified, Chloe runs until she collapses, where she's found by classmates Alec and Jasmine. They reveal the truth. Chloe belongs to an ancient race called the Mai, descendants of an Egyptian goddess, gifted with enhanced senses, agility, and lethal claws. Alec warns her that physical intimacy with humans can be deadly, explaining Xavier's mysterious death. Horrified, Chloe goes to Xavier's house and sees his body, guilt crushing her. Jasmine and Alec reveal something even more shocking. Chloe survived a fall that should have killed her, proving she is the Unifier, a prophesied Mai born with 9 lives, destined to bring balance between humans and the Mai. But the Order, a human organization sworn to exterminate the Mai, is hunting her. Before Chloe can process any of this, she receives a call from Paul, who's been captured by the scarred man. Rushing into a trap, Chloe fights using instincts she barely understands. The scarred man plans to kill her repeatedly until all 9 lives are gone. Alec and Jasmine intervene, forcing him to retreat, but Chloe later finds blood beneath the tower and realizes she's already lost 1 life. Trying to reclaim some normalcy, Chloe agrees to dinner with Brian, a kind college student. At the same time, she opens up to her mother about Xavier's death and her guilt. Meredith comforts her and attends Xavier's funeral with her, where Chloe meets Gabriel, Xavier's older brother, and overhears his parents blaming him for the tragedy. Determined to help, Chloe follows Gabriel and discovers he's tangled with drug smugglers. When a deal turns deadly, Alec, Amy, and Paul step in, using darkness and their feline vision to overpower the criminals. Gabriel turns them in, but Chloe realizes danger seems to surround everyone close to her. Halfway through her journey, Chloe must face a terrifying truth. If you had already died once and knew death was coming again, would you run from destiny or embrace it and fight back? The question haunts her as her powers continue to grow. Chloe soon discovers she can sense human emotions, detecting fear, guilt, and danger. This ability leads her to uncover her manager, Lana's abusive ex-boyfriend. Although Chloe tries to help, her interference costs her job. When Lana's life is threatened, Chloe risks herself to save her, earning back both trust and confidence. Training with Alec and Jasmine, Chloe becomes stronger, mastering rooftop jumps and combat. But new threats arrive when 2 Mai from Brazil test her loyalty to humans. When Chloe refuses to abandon her humanity, they attack. Chloe survives, 1 attacker dies, and the other escapes, swearing revenge. As Chloe grows closer to Alec, Jasmine begins dating Zane, unaware he's a member of the Order. Zane poisons Jasmine's mother, Valentina, leader of the Mai, planning to destroy their resistance from within. Jasmine narrowly survives an ambush that nearly kills her. That same night, Chloe is lured into a trap with promises of finding her missing father. Surrounded by members of the Order, she fights alone, using every skill she's learned. She defeats them, only to face Simone, a ruthless leader determined to wipe out the Mai completely. Simone shoots Chloe repeatedly, promising to kill her again in her next life. Chloe survives once more, but each resurrection takes a toll. When Brian kisses her afterward, Chloe panics, terrified she'll lose another innocent person she loves. Despite betrayal, heartbreak, and fear, Chloe refuses to abandon her humanity. She continues protecting strangers, saving friends, and standing between humans and monsters, even when the line between the two becomes dangerously thin. Chloe's story becomes one of balance, choosing compassion over revenge, mercy over violence, and courage over fear. Each decision shapes the fragile future of both worlds. Surrounded by allies and hunted by enemies, Chloe steps fully into her role as the unifier, knowing every life she loses brings her closer to the end. Her journey isn't about invincibility, but about responsibility. Even with 9 lives, death always leaves a mark. As threats continue to rise, Chloe understands that destiny doesn't grant safety, only purpose. Her story ends, not with peace, but with unresolved danger, unfinished battles, and a future stolen too soon. The 9 Lives of Chloe King remains a powerful tale of identity, sacrifice, and a hero who never stopped fighting, even when the world was against her. If you enjoyed this epic recap, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss another cinematic story. Drop your thoughts in the comments and keep watching great animation recaps for more thrilling movie and series recaps.